Hello everybody, this is Tonystyle here, and I'm going to be doing a video covering myself playing Turbocleave, which is, in this case, a Fury Warrior, Enhanced Shaman, and Mystery Monk against RMD, which is Rogue Mage Wrestler Druid. Now, I'm going to go through it real quick with Skype, and then we'll get right back into it and talk about it piece by piece. So let's get right into it.
What the fuck? My camera? Okay, got it anyways. That's awkward.
Got him, dude!
Next. In combat.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh.
Hello, Druid.
Okay.
I'm putting them. Free. Well, like I'm getting his ice beams. Hitting me with you, man.
I'm half volley.
Alright. I'm gonna heal you a second. Heal. I cannot stop anything. Cannot stop anything. Yeah. Cannot stop anything. Cannot stop anything.
They bombed it.
Nice. I'm healing myself.
You're okay, you're okay.
I like them on frost. This
is still a really good opener.
Hexing. You like the nature.
Oh, can you go back to steering totem? It's like fucking my.
Got it. I'm sorry.
Rogue right buff. I'm stunning Rogue on right buff.
Nice. I'm gonna hex.
Go on you?
Yeah, I do. I hex him.
Oh.
It's not just spelling. Nice. He's dude. It's killing spree. I can stop. Like clone, like ground poly. God damn it.
Landing stuff.
Healing you? Nice.
Gonna go rogue.
Alright, I'm gonna keep purging this mage. I'm watching this mage right here. Yeah. Like frostbolt.
2 seconds, I should say.
Yeah. I'm sheeped. Nice.
Find me, nice. Stunning everyone.
Nice. I can't ground clone. Tringus? Like frost. Oh, dude, I just kept the druid. Go.
Nice.
I have Sham Rage or no trinket. You have freedom.
There's the rogue sitting on me. He kidding me on his own. I
can heal you. Oh, you're out of line.
Okay.
Trying to get your air. Let poly. Oh, I can't let poly. Nice. I'm gonna hex druid. Got him.
Well, gouge my heal.
Where's me? Let clone. Cancel poly. Sheep full. Yeah.
If he casts me, I may have to. I can't.
I can't stop. I'm just getting CC forever. So we need to help. Yeah.
Stunning him.
Nice. Getting clone forever. I can't play.
Paradruid.
Nice.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna send Sensor. I just want to heal you.
Okay.
Healing, yeah, future, nice.
Sign rope here.
Oh no. Let poly.
I'm trying to get the fear.
Alright.
Can you pull? I'm watching it.
Hey, no, I got you.
Okay. There's no buff, so yeah.
Healing again. Oh, can't do it. I get next cast. Healing him. Like, I'm clone. I can't ground. Fuck. Ground. Nice.
Go.
Alright, go.
Can you probably like?
I'm freaking clone full. Damn it. I'm gonna get sheeped out. Sheep DR. And cloned.
Okay, I tapped the druid.
Nice, they're overlapping everything. Log frostbolt. I'm hex mage rare. Got him?
I'm gonna start dragging him to the room, okay?
Yeah.
Running over. Going tower.
Nice, let's go. I have mage on focus, so I can stop some CC. I can lock ring in the ring.
Can you help me on this?
I can't, I'm sheeped.
Okay, that's fine.
Nice. Grinding poly.
Running all the way to the room.
Nice, that's good.
Still on me, man. Thunder rotate DR.
Nice. Miss Clone.
Starting in here. Oh, I'm standing inside the ring, man. Good luck. I run into this while
Stun? I'm not doing anything yet.
I can coconut if I need to.
You're alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal you in a little bit.
I'm fine.
Cloned? Oh my god. He's got wall. I'm swapping.
Okay. Paradruid.
We have freedom rare. Purging mage. He's completely naked. Icy veins. Oh shit, healing. Oh god.
Okay, I'm more actually healing him.
Yeah.
Can you get it?
Stun?
Oh shit.
Healing you.
Just rally, right? Or you done?
I already used it.
Okay.
Hex druid. DR shit. I'm gonna heal you.
Okay, I'm in trouble.
Trying to heal, man.
Stunning.
Nice.
Try to stun druid.
Nice.
It's a little hard.
Healing right here.
Stun druid.
Nice.
I'm nibbling this.
Nice.
Warning as soon as I
Nice.
I'm major.
Gone.
Yeah. I can't those dudes. He's gonna ring me.
Oh, fuck, yeah,
I'm grounding.
Touch him for a second.
I locked him. Yeah. Okay, can't stop clone.
Okay.
Send us in 30 seconds.
Getting your poly.
Nice.
Coming out.
Healing stream down for you.
Rip off, rip off, rip off.
Oh god, like the clone.
If I live to go road, I can.
I can heal you.
I got your kidney.
I'm stunned full.
Coconut.
Nice. I can freedom mouse. Freedom mouse. Fuck.
Full clone.
Alright. I have a sense of 15 seconds.
Hey, Polly.
Nice. Let Polly. I'm gonna hex extra DR. Got him.
Sunny drill.
Nice. Gouged. Nice, is really good. Stun druid. I got him.
Stun the rogue.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm gonna pair a rogue off.
Cancel ring.
Pair a rogue.
Place on me.
Nice, I'm cloning everything. I have a sense though for next big scary time. Grinding. Oh.
Getting on my own.
Trying to help you.
Buff. I don't think I'll get solo.
I'm gonna heal you just in case.
I can fidget it. Oh, shit, I went away.
Yeah.
I'm staying
When you fear, I'm gonna go. I'm bashed. I can't help you.
Coming out as soon as I can.
Please.
Fine, brew.
I'm gonna heal you right here.
Okay.
Heal, I have a sense.
Okay, coconut.
Locked him. Sense still going hard.
Coconut is still hot, but
You're
breaking it.
Kill him.
Really good.
We have freedom right here. Cloned. Fuck.
Good shit.
Fuck,
Wrecking this.
Got him.
Yeah.
Sunny rogue. Rogue stun.
I like the. We have freedom right here. Healing you.
Sunny drill.
Freedom. Let's go. Purging everything.
Blind him.
I can ground Polly.
I'm stunned. This is a green belt.
Like clone. I have healing stream now for you, sir. Nice reflect. I can't stop anything, man. God. Nice reflect. I'm gonna trinket next CC on me. This is really good.
Big kick.
Miss Polly. Oh! Ooh! Hello? Right now, when I'm fighting RMD as Turbo, it's going to be a very hard time for y'all, so it's going to be a 8 or 9 out of 10 against this comp because it's just such a difficult comp. Now, when it comes to my talents, I'm going to be using the Healing Stream Glyph, which will allow me to reduce the frost damage taken by a teammate, which is generally going to be my healer, by 10% during those sketchy moments when I think they might score a kill or get some big cooldown. So that's going to be the only real thing that's to stand out against this comp that I'm going to be taking here. Now, when it comes to our game plan, you saw that I'm using the totem toss rather than the echo of the elements. So what I'm going to be able to do is have a chance at getting the enemy team out here. Now, they're not going to usually go right over the pillar. That's not something I want to do, so I'm going to go either to the right or to the left. So I'm going to guess left because that's where my teammates are over here. And luckily, I was able to get them out because they only have a little limited amount of time, so they were going to make the move towards my monk, so I was able to get them out. So this is definitely the best way to start in the opener, and it's something that can prevent you guys from using mini defensives or any defensives at all, which is the ideal way to do the opener. So that's our plan. I'm going to look for that CC, going to try and stop it. Now we are hitting the druid here, just try and throw him off so he can't spam clones too much in the opener because he's going to feel a lot more wary about it. Now you'll see the Icy Veins come out from the mage. I want to purge that ASAP because that's going to allow him to get the CC that we're dreading off and a lot faster than he normally is. Now he does get a DR sheep off of the sap. I didn't ground that because one, I was just kind of worried that he was a little too far. Obviously when I look here he wasn't, but at the same time I'm more worried about clone, especially since he already got sapped. So that's one of the things you want to keep in mind. Just thinking about the DRs of your healer. If they're going on a DPS like yourself or your warrior, or worry about the DR of yourself or your warrior if they are going your missile or monk. So trying to keep the DRs in check and save your shears for the full CCs, whether they be the clones or the polymorphs. Now you'll see that they are going to try and attack me here. I'm not really too worried about that. When it comes to fighting RMD, you're more worried when it hits your warrior, what needs a battle stance, make a swap to him, or ride your healer, which is most likely going to be the strat. So I'm not using anything. I have trinket, I have everything, so we're going to be in a pretty good spot until they swap, in which case we'll start worrying about what we need to do with our stacks when it comes to healing. But for this moment in time, I'm going to be using my stacks offensively for things like Elemental Blast and whatnot. So that's going to help me get my pressure going as opposed to just staying alive. Because when they're on me, like I said, I'm not really too worried. So just just the one thing that you want to keep in mind when it comes to using your stack is that a lot of times we're using for healing, but because they're attacking us and we're in a really good spot and they have no CC going out, we're going to be using for LE Blast and offensive things like that. Now, due to the fact that we've lived this long and haven't used too much, we're actually in a really good spot. And now the second CC chain is starting. Every time you see a deep freeze is going to be the time when you look for that next CC chain. So obviously we see the poly and the clone come at the same time. So that's what they're going to try and get it off of. So luckily my monk was able to end cap and I was able to shear the mage. So we were able to get out of that without too much of trouble. So once you get that point, you actually can feel really confident and continue the pressure forward. Alright guys, now we're going to take a look at what happens when the CC chain on you begins, and like I said, they're going to try and target your healer, so show you what's going to happen whenever we have the rogue training our healer, get some cooldowns, and with the mage able to connect, and what we need to do to prevent it. Now, you'll notice here I don't have a trinket, because like I said, I'm not really too worried about them going on me, because I can always just sham rage, so as long as I have sham rage, I'm not really too worried about using my trinket. And then at that point in time, what you can see is that they are just pulling out the CC with my warrior stuck in a ring and me getting cyclone, and then obviously they're able to connect on my monk here. So the warrior does a good job of leaping out, but I'm still worried for my monk, of course, because they're connecting really well. Now, when it comes to defensive positions like this is why you want to try and save Ascendance. Because Ascendance is going to be a really good defensive tool. It's generally speaking better to use it really defensively to get those extra procs and a little extra damage for healing when stacked with Ancestral Guidance. And that's also why you see me swap to the Rogue here with my Warrior, because this will allow me to stay in line of sight of the Monk, pretty much my Monk at all times, and throw out that extra healing like you see. Because a lot of times the Mage is going to be on the other side of the pillar until just recently he was actually on the other side of the pillar. So even though if I had 5 stacks, if I was attacking the mage, I wouldn't be able to heal my monk. So that's why attacking the rogue at some points in time are really good. And in addition, you can also get things like evasion and wall pretty easily, because a lot of times they just get scared with 2 melees training them, and they can pop them really easily because they're scared about the swap gives. So just something you can think about when it comes to playing defensively, just because every single full kidney could be the time when he bombs, and if you're sitting here on the rogue and he bombs, you're obviously going to be able to still heal your monk, which could make the difference between your monk living and dying, and as well as you being able to get that extra little help with healing streams out as well. Now, once again, we see that big damage coming in on my monk, and I'm going to try my very best here to heal him. He does port, so it's kind of unfortunate that he was out of my line. Once again, we see me throw down the healing stream, because this is going to help him out with the frost damage. You need to negate that as much as possible, especially if he throws out any ice novas, because that's going to be the biggest damage from the mage, of course. But even still, like orb and they see the comet store coming down, it's gonna negate all that. It's gonna help out a lot. So at this point, my thoughts as the enhancement shaman are more of just like trying to just spam heal as much as possible, whether that be with the ENS that's coming off cooldown, or just sitting here and casting it. Now that he's in block, obviously I just worry about the hex more. But even here, you'll see I'm just casting heals, which isn't like ideal, obviously, for your mana, but at the same time, it's going to help you out just because when you need those heals, it's better than dying. So whenever my monk is back here in this cubby with the rogue alone, that's kind of when I'm really scared, because it's going to be so easy for the mage to blink and then blazing speed in and then just really connect, especially in a bomb that we talked about. That's going to be obviously the scariest. And what you see here is that obviously that we were getting double CC'd. My monk is able to actually get dispel my warrior, which is really good. So my goal here is to try and just wait until 30 seconds. I'm just telling them we need to wait till 30 seconds. We need to live until 30 seconds, because that Ascendance is going to help us out get through that whole CC chain. Ascendance alone, especially if you have a trinket, is going to be able to get your team through a whole CC chain. So that's my goal here, is to make sure that we live until then. So you'll see me, even on a 2-stack, I'm throwing out a heal. And once again, I have the healing stream going, so healing stream is going to help my monk tremendously here in these positions. Even though he has to throw out the orb or the bubble, it's not really a big loss for us. If all they get is bubble out of their swaps like this, or their big cooldowns and CC chains, and then we've actually succeeded in our mission here. Now, you'll see me anticipate that full sheep on me. Through my raptors here, my spirit wolves, because that's going to help me to keep my offensive pressure going here, because of how much CC they're going to be able to put on me at this point in time, because my DRs have come up once again. So I'm going to be really wary of that full CC chain they're going to put on me. So now that once again my monk is at full HP, I'm going to be using Elemental Blast as opposed to the heals. So trying to keep that pressure going and just keep the purges rolling. So I'm spamming purge at this point in time, just trying to get him to be hotless if possible, but generally speaking, I just want to make sure that we reduce the healing as much as possible. That's my main goal here. Now, using the Capstone Toss here to partially stun the Druid is going to help us out tremendously. Even if it is DR, it's going to help out, just because any CC on the healer is gonna make that mage really scared, because once he gets near that 20% range, he's going to just feel like he's just going to die instantly. Now it looks like that they're trying to set up this next CC. That's always your next plan, is just try and prevent that next big CC chain and next big connection on your monk. And any CC that you can get in between is just going to be bonus points, because we don't really have a lot of CC other than fear and incap and stun. Not even cap stun, I'm talking about Stoneball, but obviously any cap stuns are going to be really crucial, but we don't really rely on them because they can be hard to land, especially the druids on top of this game is moonfiring them and things like that. Now, once again, what deja vu? We've seen this position many times before in just this game alone, with my monks on the other side, and my warrior and iron stuck on out of line of sight of him, to where if the mage and the druid were able to get some CC, like we see they're going for right here, and they're able to connect on the monk, we would be in big trouble. However, my warrior does a really good reflect, and he gets the druid in a full CC. So this is going to be a point in time where we're actually able to create a lot of pressure. And so my goal here is to just try and prevent any CC coming out on us that will stop us from connecting. So I'm going to shade my shear and look for this next CC that they're going to throw out, whether it be a poly, which I do shear right there, or he fakes us or something like that, but it does not matter because we were able to get the kill. So I was not worried too much about whether it was a fake or not, because I felt like we had so much pressure at that point in time we were able to get a kill. Although it was surprising we were able to actually get the kill. I thought we were going to get another block, but regardless, always a nice benefit to be able to get the kill there. So a lot of things there that were repeated, but just worth repeating because of how important that's the most important thing in the game, where you want to be on top of your monk if possible when they are able to get the CC chain, and just recognize the CC chains and let your monk know that he's going to be in trouble to use some cooldowns, and then when you're able to sentence and maybe prevent him from using those cooldowns, or just when you ever have 5 stacks. So this communication is going to help you guys a lot, and I hope you guys learned a few things when it comes to fighting this RMD comp, and as well as enjoyed watching it, and I will see you guys next time, and I hope you all take it easy. Thanks.